Jeremy Jordan's the head coach at Grafton High School. The Clippers are in the state semifinal. They'll take on Heritage on Wednesday afternoon. I talked to the head coach of the Clippers on Monday evening. We talked about his team, what he thinks of Heritage, and we broke down his team person by person, A to Z. Here's Jeremy Jordan talking Grafton Clippers on the Sports Buffet podcast. Good things happening down at Grafton High School. The head coach of the Clippers, Jeremy Jordan, joins me as Grafton is in the state Final Four. And Coach, obviously, if I'm talking to you at this point, that's a good thing because you're still playing. Talk about what's gone right for you guys lately.
We've been real fortunate to have, a lot of success, especially over the last 2 months. We've been able to keep everybody healthy. We've been playing at a high level, playing with an unbelievable amount of confidence, and, we're riding a 15-game win streak up until this point. And, the coach, you want your kids to try to peak, at the end, and I think we're really starting to peak at the right time, which has certainly helped pay dividends for us.
Talk about some of the key ingredients to where if you guys are doing them, good things are going to happen, and that can result in some W's.
Well, we play a little bit more disciplined type style. I mean, we do have the ability and we do have the horses to get out and run in transition, but, we do a lot of things, a very disciplined approach, and we really have to execute night in and night out and really be fundamentally sound for us to have success. And, for the most part this year, I've been really happy with our team, with those two things.
I think at this point in the season, it really gets difficult for a lot of people, especially once you get to where you're playing a team 2 or 3 regions away, just to where it's tough to see them and everything like that. With that being said, what do you know about Heritage?
Yeah, it's very difficult. I mean, to go back into to talk about our first opponent, Laz Valley, we were fortunate enough to have our region championship game played on a different night, so I was able to catch and watch Loudon play. And in large part, at this time of the year, it is difficult, like you say, because it is a couple regions away. What I know about Heritage is they've got good guard play. They've got a good post presence in the Grooms kid on the inside. It's a team that went through a little bit of adversity early on in the year and lost, I think, 5 games in a row. But obviously they've rebounded. They've got the chemistry right. They play quick. They're up in you. They do a lot of things well. And, they're one of those teams that have pretty good balance and, play a lot of guys. And, you really got to execute well against them to have some success.
With that being said, though, I think some coaches at this point in the season get so caught up with trying to, get film or do whatever it is to scout the other team. But how important is it that you worry about what Grafton can do and not so much about what Heritage can or can't do?
Well, that's been our motto and our theme all year long, and it's this year's been, and I've tried to instill that in the kids. It's about what we do, not what other teams do, and that's that old John Wooden philosophy that comes, in his days at UCLA, and it's hard to, John Wooden got it right time and time again with all the championships he was able to win, but we tried to instill it in our guys that it's more about what we do and the way we play and the way we execute, night in and night out for us to be successful.
We're going to break down your team here in 1 second, but real quick, we talked before going on here. You only have 2 carryovers from the football team, and I know the football team had great success. How much can a school be helped just if one program wins, another program can pick up that confidence, even if you don't have a ton of kids that cross-pollinate those sports, if you get what I'm saying?
Well, I think it helps with, certainly with school morale, across the board. To have the football team reach the state Final Four, as well as the basketball team this year. Those are, I believe it's the first time in football history as well. So we're doing a lot of really good things down at Grafton. We've got a good crop of athletes coming through. It always helps to have good players, and, we're hoping to continue to try to, have an opportunity to vie for a state championship. But we will have our hands full against a very good Heritage team, on Wednesday afternoon at 12:15.
Is it a case, too, where you send somebody up Tuesday night to catch that Christiansburg-Potomac Falls game just in case?
Yeah, I will definitely be heading up. We'll practice early tomorrow from 3 to 5. And then as soon as I get out of practice, I'll run home and grab some dinner and then head up 64, to get that scout. Because we certainly want to be prepared if we're fortunate enough to have an opportunity to win on Wednesday to, make sure that we've done everything in our power crowd. We've had a good group of fans traveling with us over the last couple weeks, and being an hour up the road, that certainly helps for things.
And you also get a couple days off to prepare too, just in case, because you won't be playing until 9 o'clock on Saturday. How hard will you get after it on Thursday and Friday if you're still practicing?
Well, I think we'll have, if we, like I said, if we're certainly taking this one game at a time. But if we are fortunate enough to win Wednesday, we'll come back, Wednesday afternoon and get the kids some rest Wednesday night. And we go after it, and we'll go after it hard on Thursday, and then start to prepare more on Friday and go over the scouting report. Get a lot of shots up and making sure our guys are healthy and ready to go.
Let's talk about the personnel. For instance, here, I will go down the list. You just talk about the kid, and if I mispronounce the name, feel free to correct me. Let's start with number 5, Kevin Barnes. He's a senior.
Yeah, Kevin's a terrific player. He's first-team All-Bay Rivers selection, second-team All-Region. Going to have, certainly have a chance to play at the next level, Division II, Division III level. His interest level from collegiate coaches has been peaking here of late. He's also one of our senior captains as well.
Number 10, Ryan Ward, another senior.
Ryan is another one of our seniors. Ryan's one of those guys. He's, the 6th or 7th man. He's one of the first guys off the bench for us. Plays a very vital role for us. Really understands what we try to do on the offensive end, and really kind of plays within himself. So.
A 5'11" junior, Tyler McMillan.
Yeah, Tyler's our starting point guard. Tyler's had a terrific season. Tyler was actually who came up from the JV team last year. Tyler worked really hard on his ball handling to prepare himself this year, and he's taken the reins. And aside from senior night, he's been able to start every game for us. He leads us in assists, and has had a very, very good junior season for us.
Number 12, a sophomore, Joey Miller.
Yeah, Joey actually made the varsity team last year as a freshman. Joey is our 6th man, our first guy off the bench. Joey's going to be a athletic wing. He's got arms that almost touch the ground as it stands right now. But he's left-handed, a good player. We look forward to some big things from him in the future.
A junior, Elijah Moore, number 20.
Elijah's he was they were just for Player of the Year, Region Player of the Year. I think he's got a good opportunity potentially for first or second team All-State for sure. He's an 18-point, 10-rebound type guy, do-it-all player. I think he has 14 or 15 double-doubles at the course of the year for us. So he's a guy that we rely heavily upon night in and night out, and he's had an exceptional year for us.
A junior, number 21, Lane Deaver.
Lane's a terrific baseball player. He's going to get a chance to certainly play Division I baseball at the next level. Lane's got a terrific attitude for us. Has played some minutes for us at times throughout the course of the year. He's got good size, hard worker, and we hope to have some him play a big role for us next year.
Number 22, Jimmy Jessup. He's a junior.
So Jimmy's another guy that came up from the JV team last year. Hard-working kid. Pretty good all-around athlete. Still kind of growing into his body a little bit. Hard worker. Really worked on his game between last summer and to this summer. Has helped us out a tremendous amount of practice.
Senior, number 23, Blake Ream.
Yeah, Blake's a Division I baseball player. He's already signed and committed to play at Longwood University next season. Blake's had a tremendous year overall. He was second team All-Bay Rivers District, and to be honest with you, he really was worthy of a first-team All-Bay River selection, but it is what it is. But Blake had a terrific night for us the other night against Loudon Valley. He's a winner. He's a competitor. He's another one of our senior captains.
Number 24, Jesse Santiago, a junior.
Yeah, Jesse's one of our football players, and Jesse's actually been with me now. This is his 3rd year with me. He made the varsity team as a freshman. Jesse starts in the 4 or 5 spot for us. We play 5 on the perimeter, so our 4-5, 3-4-5 are pretty much versatile. But Jesse's a tough, hard-nosed kid, terrific athlete, hard-nosed player for us.
Number 30, Weston Nichols, a sophomore.
Weston was one of those guys that had a terrific season on the JV team, and we brought him up to get some experience to see how we do things at the varsity level. Hard-working kid. I think he's got a bright future for us.
32, a freshman, Isaiah Moore.
Yeah, Isaiah is actually Elijah's brother. Isaiah, I kept Elijah on the Isaiah on the varsity team with us this year. Isaiah's played, some big time minutes for us at times over the course of the year. Had a season high 12 points early on in the season. He's still growing into his body. He's a 6'2", 6'3" freshman. Left-handed. He has a very, very bright future at Grafton High School ahead of him.
33, a sophomore, P.J. Jackson.
Yeah, P.J. is another one we brought up from the JV team. P.J. is a great kid, hard worker, and we expect some big things from him in the future as well.
Number 34, Preston Keidinger?
Yeah, Preston Kittinger. Yeah, Preston's a freshman as well. Terrific shooter. Can really stretch the defense. He's the third kid we brought up from the JV team last year. Preston, very bright future ahead of him.
And finally, number 44, Jacob. I'll let you take the last name on that one.
Yeah, Jacob Matejewski. I can't even really pronounce it myself either. But
just call him Jacob M. then.
That's right. I call him Big Jake, so we go by that. But Jacob was a transfer, came to us from actually Washington State. We just got him right before the football season ended. So it's taken Jacob a little bit of time to get adjusted. To the basketball role and how we do things, but he's got great touch, he's got terrific size, and he's really figured it out more toward the latter part of the season, and we hope that he can give us some pretty good post presence next year.
Final question for you, Coach. Definitely appreciate your time. Best of luck against Heritage. I think at this point in the season, a lot of people also have the same concern of, hey, we haven't been on a big floor as much. Hey, our depth perception might take a little while to get used to. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, on Saturday or Friday or Saturday you had a game at William and Mary. Talk about, though, getting adjusted to the floor at the Siegel Center. In your opinion, what are your concerns and what are your non-concerns?
Yeah, I think you're always concerned a little bit of a coach, just given the atmosphere and the environment. The backdrops are different. It's deep. It's not like your typical high school gymnasium by any means. But we shot the ball. We shot 52% against Loudoun Valley the other night, and Loudoun Valley has great size. And we went to a couple other high schools, some of the bigger AAA schools, and practiced to try to get used to shooting on different baskets. We played at Virginia Wesleyan in the Virginia Preps Classic earlier on in the year. We went to Brunswick and played in their Christmas tournament. They've got a big facility there. So, we hope that some of those things that we did early on in the year, will help us on Wednesday. There's really no way to simulate the environment and the experience of playing in the Siegel Center. So hopefully we get off to a good start, and it all starts in the way we warm up in that 20 minutes leading up to the game.
Coach, best of luck against Heritage, and we'll talk to you down the line.
Thanks a lot. Take care.